Alright, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I've been sick lately, so I have not drafted at all this month. I did one alchemy draft off stream, but I had like strep throat, flu, and COVID in the time we've been away, so my voice is a little bit scratchy still from all of that, so bear with me. I am going to try and do a draft for the channel for you guys, because I know it's been a while. In other news, while I've been sick these past 2 weeks, I've been playing the new Final Fantasy Rebirth, and I've been enjoying that, so had some nice downtime being able to do some things away from Magic, as I hope you have as well. Let's jump into this draft and try and remember this format. Yes, detectives. I think Private Eye is just the best card here. I think Exit Specialists and all of these blue-white cards are amazing. In fact, this pack would be absolutely insane and sealed. Could take Person of Interest instead and just pass the blue and white. But I think Private Eye is good enough to justify taking it over the Person of Interest. But if we're lucky, we'll wheel something like Cold Case Cracker. We will not wheel the Inspector. But it's totally reasonable that Cracker or Phantom or Specialist could all wheel, or not on my watch, so I am expecting a good card back out of this pack. Into an easy Novice Inspector. It's kind of the perfect detective start. Whipcracker and another Person of Interest are in here. Crowd Control Warden. Inspector as well. But easy Novice Inspector. Projector Inspector's really good in the deck that we're building. All of these other cards are good too. The problem is that I think white's kind of drying up pretty quick, so we'll see if this keeps going. I see. Well, it's early enough in the draft that we could do this. I have not done the Niv-Mizzet deck yet. I actually did it in Two-Headed Giant for pre-release with a good friend, and I enjoyed it greatly, so I'm going to take it, and if we get the fixing, we get the fixing. If we don't, we don't. I mean, it's kind of a shame because we have the perfect detective start, so this is going really far away from that, because I would not choose a white-blue base for Niv-Mizzet, but we'll see where it goes. A few playables. If we want to go white base, maybe white-green for Niv. The wall's a decent 2-drop that would buy us quite a lot of time, which is what you want for a Niv deck. You want time. Jaded Analyst is never my favorite in blue anyway. I think Out Cold fits into both decks though, right? Buys me time and it's good with detectives, so I'm going to favor that over the wall. What is going on with this pack, right? And then there's the Case of the Locked Hothouse. I mean, that's a rare. This card wins games. I don't know what it's doing still in this pack, but I'm going to take it. I'm not taking Assassin's Trophy. I guess if I really want to make Niv work, I need to start cutting off green, even though this blue's playable. So I'm going to take the Case of the Trampled Garden just to cut green, because I want to try and get in there, you know? Judith is a maybe. For playing Niv, maybe we play Judith as well. Okay, Cold Case Cracker did wheel, but now maybe we want the They Went This Way. Although, I don't know. Honestly, Cold Case Cracker is a safer take, because it'll go in both decks. It'll go in the Niv and into the Detective's deck. Scene of the Crime. Not my favorite fixing, but it is fixing. Due Diligence is fine. Okay. I mean, we'll just have to see where this goes. Pick Your Poison's fine. We don't really have to be playing white, to be honest. We could be a blue-green base, splashing these. We'll see. It's land, makeshift binding. Bone Brute is definitely splash worthy if we're going to be splashing black anyway. We could also just take the Panther and be safe. But if somebody else is playing green at the table, they're going to take hard-hitting questions, bite down on crime, and the Weaver probably over the Panther. So what if I take the Hedge Maze and plan on maybe wheeling the Panther? And if I don't wheel the Panther, I'll probably wheel some sort of green playable, right? Yeah, let's take the land. Well, it's double black, but it is a board wipe. And like I said, we don't have to be playing white here. All we want to do is buy time, and this buys the most amount of time. A board wipe buys infinite time. Some decent options. Some good white and blue cards if we want to lean back into Detective and ditch Niv, but there's also a Long Goodbye and a Whipcracker. Both are more than reasonable to take. I think I'm going to take the Whipcracker, though. You can't ask for a better 2-drop. I guess you could take the Tunnel Tipster, but I think the Whipcracker does more. Tough pack. I mean, it's either I take 20 gems, which aren't gems for me. I just take a rare. Or I take, like, Deduce and Wheel Accusation. I mean, that doesn't seem like a bad plan. Okay. I mean, you don't need 2 Nivs. It's also a Lightning Helix here and some good black cards, but I'm going to take 2 Nivs. Like, let's do it. All right, we're locked in. Land over Strider for me. Looks like Detectives isn't going to be a thing. Could always still splash white, but Judith doesn't look good. I mean, I guess it's between, like, the Private Eye and Novice Inspector versus the Whipcracker and the Board Wipe. You know, at the end of the day, those are the two competing things. We're definitely, you know, blue-green of some sort, but we're either black or white with this and this. So it just depends what we pick up, whether white or black are going to become better. There's some cards here I'd want, but nothing that I need. A little light on creatures, but I am going to take the land. I mean, I'm never playing Deadly Complication. It's double off splash, so let's take the Faith Light. Panther did wheel. Nice, nice, nice. That's what I wanted to see. Clutch. Extract a Confession for early game plays. It does solidify us into black, but I think it's good. I think it's good enough with the board up. Wow, the Weaver. The Weaver as well. That's amazing. Yeah, okay. So this is what we're doing now. Need a few more creatures, but we've got tons of control. I guess the most awkward card out of this pile at the moment is the Case of the Trampled Garden. But it's still not bad. The Accusations wheeled, nice. That was the Deduce Accusation pack. Good wheels, pack 2. But yeah, this case is looking a little bit suspicious with our start. I don't think I'm going to play that. I don't need another red-black tap land. Gatekeeper's very good. I'm just, like, would I also splash the Private Eye if I played Gatekeeper? Maybe. I don't think it makes it better than our black, though. I think Extract, Whipcracker, and Deadly Cover-Up are all better than all of the white combined that we have as well. But I would splash Gatekeeper even if I wasn't splashing Private Eye, right? So I'm going to take it. Land. There's a lot of cards here I wouldn't mind wheeling. But land comes first. Maybe we'll get a Reasonable Doubt or another Extract a Confession. Escape Tunnel. Speaking of packs I wouldn't mind anything out of. I mean, there's almost no card here I wouldn't play if it wheels, so let's just take the land. Jetsim's a little bit tempting, but I think I'm going to take the Snoop. Yeah, the Snoop's better. Course to Kill is pretty excellent as a pick 5. It's kind of a creature in a weird way. Yeah, I think it's better than taking another land. Murder double black is a little difficult, and we're short on a few creatures, so I think I'm actually just going to take another Projector Inspector to filter through our draws so we hit our lands more consistently. Another Judith. I'm considering taking it and playing both. I don't think it's that good in my deck, though. I'm not even playing the first one, probably. Just better off taking a Snoop. Alright. Crocodile's good. Presumed Dead is even okay here. Reasonable Doubt is the one that wheeled. It's fine. I'll play it. Creeper is an excellent wheel for pick 11. Makes a pick your poison not necessary in our deck. Maybe, probably not. Okay. Slim it down. I think our mana base did get there. We didn't ever see a Nervous Gardener. We didn't see a single case. So all of our fixing is coming from lands plus our Panther. Not too many cuts to make here. Yeah, I guess Private Eye can go. I'm not going to splash for it. I will splash for the Gatekeeper. It's going to be a late play, though. $14 creatures. Yeah, I mean... Judith is a little awkward. Probably not worth it. Yeah. Probably not worth it. I mean, a lot of these sorceries and instants are going to probably go because of the case. The locked hothouse. So... that means Judith doesn't really fit. Creeper comes down earlier. Presume dead's not really necessary. Now it's either 18 lands or a deduce in 17. I think I like 18 lands a little bit better than the deduce. It's close though. Let's check our mana base here. We have 5 blue, 6, 7, 8, 9 with Panther. Okay. That's more than enough blue. Let's check our green. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 Panther, it doesn't really count for a green source, so 8 green. So 9 blue, 8 green. That's okay. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black. Three, 4 white. 5 red. Well, I guess with Panther it would be 6 red, 5 white. I mean, our mana base is good. I either go up on a forest or go up on a plains. I don't think it matters either way. I guess I want to be really consistent with Niv. If we're playing Niv, let's get Niv, you know? And also Gatekeeper would be more consistent this way. I mean, I think our mana is great. The deck is a super controlling deck. And we're just going to win with inevitability with Locked Hothouse, Niv, and Weaver. But we should have no mana issues. There's plenty of fixing despite not having a Gardener or a Case for fixing. So, looks good. 13 creatures. A little tight, but otherwise good. This is good. Perfect mana. All 5 colors in my start hand here. Don't need another land. Yeah, I guess I'll cycle off my Panther. Just be mana efficient. It's a good draw. We'll loot. I actually want both my lands to solve my case. I want the Glint Weaver. I don't have a lot of creatures, so good ones are hard to come by. The case will win the game once it's solved, so I think Out Cold is the one that has to go here. Wow. Who wants to have a Niv next turn? I do. That's pretty cool. All right. It's fine. They are not doing 5 color the way I am. Just 3 for them. I'll block the tipster. It means if they have a confession, like our Niv dies, but we have 2 in the deck. That's fine. Awkward draw. If I play this, I can't play Niv. Yeah, I think I still slam Niv. If we draw another land, we can solve the case next turn by playing land plus Thoroughfare. I'm not gonna block here. I don't want to die to toxin analysis. Alright. I actually think I just want to do the space up to get the trigger. So I draw another card. Off the Niv, right? It's fine, it'll still trigger. Face. I draw the card. Looks good. I will block with my Snoop though. It's unfortunate. I mean, should I trade my Niv for my Snoop? I have another Niv. I guess I'll take their sample collector. It's a little risky, but it's fine. Hmm. Five looks good on this board. I was debating to try and get value out of it, but I think it's okay not to. It's fine. Okay, that's good. It's pretty good, but not necessary. I think making this into a 3/3 makes some sense. Okay, let's go. It's really nice. Okay. I don't think we're quite ready to be attacking yet. Next turn, though. It's fine. That's fine too. Yeah, we'll probably just Glint Weaver this turn to be safe. Never mind. Snoop blocks air. Yeah, I like this more than Accusations. I'm just gonna put everything on the Creeper and give it trample. Gain 8. I've had enough. Well, that was exciting. I'm gonna keep this. We have a turn 3 play. And green is one of our highest land counts anyway. So we'll draw green. I think it's funny that we have both our planes though. Projector Inspector will definitely help us loot away in extra planes. Like seeing that from our OP. Just lead on Inspector and get a loot in here. Well, now I'm going to toss an extra island. There's the green source. Yeah, I mean, we can just slam case and play another land. Can't believe how late we got locked Hothouse in the draft. It was insane, right? It was like super late. I'm gonna take 4. Case will flip. We don't need that extra land. I actually think I should coerce their inside source. Since it won't be tapped. Allows me to save as much life as possible. It's unfortunate. Okay, well, we'll have Niv next turn. That's good at least. I mean, I don't think I should bin it. Guess we can do Creeper face down plus the case of the Trampled Garden. Would solve it. Let's do this. We'll be able to block their Cold Case Cracker next turn. I'm going to assume it's going to be a 5-6, so 6-6 wins against that. Ouch. Okay, that's a huge problem. Niv no longer blocks that. So now I have to turn this up and destroy the enchantment so it's not lethal. Not what I wanted to do this turn. I mean, if I don't attack, I'm going to just lose, right? So I do need to try and race a little bit here. I'm going to go ahead and attack in. It's going to get trample. Oh my gosh. That's disgusting. Well, we lose. Or we're saved. Okay, okay. Yeah, we can do both. All right. Yeah, I can do this during their turn. I just wanted to make sure. I don't have to do it now. So let's go Niv. And then I'm going to attack for max damage with the creeper, I think. I mean, if they want to block with Ezreal and get off the board this way without my Faith Light, I'm more than happy about that, right? Yeah. I gotta play a little bit aggressive here. That's fine. Take a chump. So I'm gonna block with the inside source, Death Touch on the Ezreal. And then I'm gonna block with Niv on the 5/6 and hope they don't have another trick. Looks like they're just going all in on the lifelink thing, which is annoying, but it's fine. Perfect. Okay. Let's do this. Go like this. Ezreal down. Really needed that to be a creature instead of a spell on top of my library. We do have reasonable doubt though. I guess I can attack with one of my creatures. I suppose I'll just go with Niv. That was a bad choice. If I went with Creeper, we could block here. I messed that up. That was a punt. I should have attacked with the Creeper, not Niv. I think that game was winnable. Well, let's shake it off. Great looking start hand. Nope. I need a creature. It's a creature, I guess. Okay. Well, there's the land. Two ways I could play this. I could hope I draw another black source and just do deadly cover up. Or I could run this out. A little punished. Okay. I think we're just gonna go with the case then. Try and get value, not be afraid to block and trade off. I mean, obviously at some point I'm gonna be doing the board wipe. So. I love that. Yep. I don't even need to do that this turn. I mean, I could. I think I just should pass. I'm only taking 1 damage. I think land off the top would be best here. Okay. I'm going to coerce the Lamasu. I mean, I could deadly cover up, but I want them to drop more than just what they have. And this will buy me some more time. Won't block. Perfect. Okay. I think now I'm ready to board wipe, just in time for the case to be solved as well for next turn. Unfortunately, we can't extract a confession instead. I would prefer that, but cover up's fine here. Tunnel will be land for Niv. That's fine. Okay. I mean, the theater is already red for Niv, and it comes down this turn. I'm going to keep the accusation. Could extract here. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to get their weaker morph, obviously. Or disguised creature, sorry. But, you know, doesn't matter. It's something. A shady informant. It's fine. Okay. I mean, all I need to do is preserve life total, and my case wins, so I am going to block here. They could have a trick. Doesn't matter. That's fine. Okay, land. Let's go with Niv. And we can go face down with the Snoop. It's Looks fine. We're gonna blow them out so hard when we creeper their makeshift binding and get Niv back. Or just draw the second Niv, either way. I'm gonna go ahead and trade again. Or attempt to. I think it's fine. Do wonder what they're playing black for. Yeah, I want to do this. And I think I'm just going to hold open the blowout in the air. That's what they're playing black for. Rakdos is pretty stellar. They're going to draw 2 cards here. Good thing we have Dramatic Accusation. Can use to deal with that. Can Whipcracker as well. Yep. All right, let's start swinging. Get back some of this life that they gained. That'll be nice. We'll shuffle Rakdos back into their deck. Like seeing that. Okay. Okay. I mean, you shuffle after they draw the cards, obviously. Interesting. Yeah. I think I should trade. Makes my Niv worse, but I'm okay with that. And I'm going to activate this as well. Okay. I mean, off the top of your library is value. We can do it plus hold open Reasonable Doubt. I doubt we'll get a target for it though. Let's hit him for 11. Nice value there. Yeah, okay. I was about to say, Glintweaver and Panther are good backup plans. I was holding the Panther for a shuffle, if I needed it, or just as a creature later. Risky, but I'm going to keep it. It's got the Inspector. I'm actually not going to play Tunnel first. I want to see what colors I draw into. The fixing is so important with Niv in hand that if I draw into a color, there's no need for me to go get it right. So I'm going to hold Tunnel as late as possible, even if it means tapping later and not having as much mana efficiency. Tipster. Okay. I think I'm gonna just hold open Reasonable Doubt. I really need to draw a non-tap land next turn. Yep. Good target. I'm gonna suspect they're tipster. It's a little risky, like if it gets big, it's a problem, but I have Extracted Confession, and I would like for them not to be able to block me if I choose to swing in for 3, you know? Okay. So we need black. Can surveil for it. Let's go for it. It's not the color I need. Having a 4th land in that color does nothing for me except for Projector Inspector would loot it away. Yeah, just loot it. A little slow of a start, but Projector Inspector will get us there. It's unfortunate these cards are not playable at the moment, but we'll get there eventually. I like seeing that. Again, just 3 colors. Double blue. Lost in the Maze. Okay. Well, let's lead on the Inspector. Because if we draw black, I'm gonna, keep both lands. We did not. I think this is an easy discard, the Glint Weaver. We're just not gonna get to it. Yeah, and we're gonna have to go get black. It's unfortunate, but it's the right call. Killer Among Us. This will be fun with the Whip Cracker, won't it? It's kind of funny because, like, if I hit the, yeah, you got me for 3. If I hit the killer with the Whip Cracker, it makes my coerce to kill worse, but also just saves me 4 life. You know? So I'm gonna play Whip Cracker plus Crocodile. Most people choose Merfolk or Human as the thing, so I guess I'm gonna choose Merfolk and hope Merfolk's correct. We'll see. Time will tell. Oops, I guess I chose the wrong one. I don't know. Okay. Wow. Alright. It was an insanely cheap Pride. I'm just gonna go with the safe block. Get this off the board. I don't care which one they kill. Okay. So I think we got the killer. It's not guaranteed though. Right? They could have just chose to, like, play mind games with me and not activate it, but I think they would have. Now we have a choice of stealing the Pride, which would draw us infinite cards, which would be really good for basically everything we have. Or we coerce to kill the Panther, and that way they don't connect next turn. Not easily. Like, if we take the Pride, the Panther is still going to connect for a lot of damage. I think we win this game as long as we don't die in the next 2 turns. So I think I should steal the Panther, plan on confessioning the Pride as long as they, I mean, I would assume they would activate next turn, so they wouldn't be able to activate on my upkeep, and then they'd have to sack the Pride with all the 1/1s. Yeah, let's do that. This is just, it's going to get rid of both. It's just this way I take less damage, lower risk of damage. They can definitely draw a card here, though. But I'm going to make it so that they basically lose other creatures to do so. Yeah, they're going to activate that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tempt them to do it by giving them the Inspector as a target. Perfect. Okay, and they haven't sacked the a Killer Among Us, so obviously we got all their tokens. Easy extract here, and then we'll do a face down card as well. We could take Glint Weaver out just in case they have like push pull, but they're not playing those colors, so I don't think I need to. So that should do it. I'm not gonna attack. Perfect. Okay. That's a good draw too. That means we get Niv next turn, but I guess we could flip our Snoop as well. Let's first basic land cycle. Get the mountain. And I don't know. Getting Creeper on line is good too. Let's do that. We can attack with one of our creatures now. I want to keep the double block up just in case. Yeah, okay. Now we can be pretty confident in racing. Let's just slam Niv. Actually, let's put a land out in case they have a counterspell. Good. I like our odds. They could have board wipe, though. White has no witnesses. But they look heavy green. Nice. We're having fun, and we're doing well. But now we're out of the fun zone. Abysmal rank, because I haven't played it all this month yet. It's been too sick. But now we're back with the real the real rankings, and we got a good hand here. All right, surveil. I mean, I want to land, but I don't want a forest. I'm gonna dig, I think. It's a little greedy with Crocodile in hand, but I think it's right. It's possible we run out Gatekeeper. Never mind. It's much better to do Panther this turn for us. So I guess I'm just gonna pass. I'll get black with the Panther. Okay. It's less mana efficient, but I think destroying their clue seems right. They only have 3 cards left in hand here. Nice. Okay. I guess Projector Inspector is best. I can do it after attacks. There's nothing I would draw into to change my attack. Perfect. I absolutely love seeing that. That was fantastic for us. In fact, it was so good I'm going to get Crocodile online. They're not going to be able to deal with a 5/5. They just aren't if they're missing lands. I mean, they're wide now, but I think we're still a little bit favored. I'm just going to chill. Because what I can do is, if they equip up, which they probably will unless their hand's amazing at the moment. Yeah, looks like they're going to equip up. So I can chump block the Crocodile, and then I can use the Gatekeeper to flicker it so it comes back as a 5/5. So it's just a really efficient turn, and I gain 4 life basically by doing this, right? Interesting draw. Okay. Does that change things? Not this turn it doesn't. But it makes it awkward. I'm going to try and poke in for 5 here. Jump's fine. I can stall for one more turn with Snoop and draw a card. So I think that's worth it. Because I don't mind if the Snoop dies, right? But it just seems like a win-win here. I need them to empty their hand just a touch. Good. Yeah, so basically like playing out the Snoop is like cycling it this turn, right? Like, yeah, I lose the creature, but I'm basically cycling it by getting another card in its place. I'm going to go ahead and do this now so I can get more information. Okay. I'm going to take Dramatic Accusations for after the board wipe. So I have a bit of control, I think. I guess I could bounce off the 2/2 and wait one more turn and see if they drop one more creature. I think that's fine. Yeah. I mean, that also buys just tons of time, right? And if I play this, they're less likely to play around a board wipe. So, let's just do this. Go here, see if they give me a clue. They do. I mean, now I'm just going to sack the clue, right? See what we're drawing into. Looks like they have a trick in hand, A long pause on their end. I'm going to go for a chump. Okay. I guess I'm going to attack. I mean, it's a free attack with the crocodile. Could also just loot. I mean, it's possible the board wipe just isn't right. And we can race with double projector inspector and dramatic accusation. But I don't know what they're holding priority for. I'm definitely gonna loot. Oh, that's a good draw. Okay. I guess projector inspector number 2 can go, and we're gonna be doing the board wipe Niv-Mizzet plan then. In that case, I'm gonna attack with my 5/5. Perfect. Love getting those kind of cards out of their hand. I'm gonna double block if they only... Yeah. Like, okay. Let's go. I mean, again, I don't even think the board wipe's right. I think just Niv is better here. Or even just dramatic accusation on the token. Too many lines. Let's just go for it. Okay. I will now officially board wipe now that they have 3 creatures to my 1. But we'll be able to get him for 1 and draw a card before doing so. These Snoops have been absolutely incredible with this board wipe. Just as like free rerolls, right? And yeah, I mean, I'm not even going to give them the opportunity to block here. There's no need. Glint Weaver is awesome. Let's do that. Yeah, I think it's worthwhile doing this. I guess the question is, out of all the cards in their grave, what's it most likely that they have 2 of them or 3 of them? Bite Down would be pretty annoying if they have multiple, and usually people have multiple. Eavesdropper is probably the most annoying as it draws another card, but Flourishing Bloomkin could also be a good take. Inside Source is manageable, I think, so it's either Eavesdropper or Flourishing. Let's take the Eavesdropper as it just digs them out of Flood if they get it, since it's late game already. And hopefully they have another one in their library. They have Strength in their hand. They do have another in their library. Their deck looks pretty good. They did have another Bloomkin as well. They would have both been good takes. Alright, so they basically have like, what, 3 creatures left? 4, 5. And they're all pretty good. So we're racing that. They drew land, which is nice. We need Niv to win in 3 turns, which is totally possible with Glint Weaver. But we're on the Niv 3-turn plan. Reasonable Doubt's actually pretty good, because we can counter their Glint Weaver if they go for that. Now we can't. But they bricked. Yeah, I mean, this is the win in 2 turns, right? Case is also good, but if this wins in 2 turns, I think winning faster is better, because, like, at this point, even if they draw Tolsmere, right, that doesn't win fast enough. Now, if they get the binding, that's unfortunate. But Buried in the Garden can't hit Niv, so it has to be binding. Nice. Alright. That's game. I'll block and let them cast their Fanatical Strength if they want. GG. That was fun. I think I could have pulled the board wipe sooner and tried to race a lot quicker. I mean, I liked how we played. It was okay. We were getting value while we were waiting. It wasn't like we weren't doing anything, but I think I could have played that slightly differently. It was okay, though. 4-1. It's keepable. Needs help. But it's got a lot of fixing. I don't know how I say no to this. Yeah. Panther's good too. Okay. I mean, we're going to have all our colors. We can use the Panther to go and get a swamp or a forest. Case of the Shattered Pact. That's the one I wish our deck got with double Niv. We didn't see any in the draft, right? So, I mean, that's unfortunate, but we didn't have an opportunity to have that card. The Creeper can take care of it, though. I want to go get my lands this turn. I'm more likely to draw green than I am black. So I think the right take is black. And as soon as we draw green, we'll have all of our splashes as well through the other fixing and what's in our hand. So I like our mana and where it's at. Punished. Okay. Let's surveil. I have to keep that. It's actually really good with our hand. That'll dig us out of this flood. Yeah, let's lead on the Crocodile. Okay. Let's go here. And swing. It's a free swing. I'm not going to block with it anyway. I don't want to transform because I have other things I want to do this turn. I actually think doing this plus the creeper is best. We could also do the Case of the Trampled Garden with it. I don't think that's bad, necessarily. But I just think getting more pressure on the board's good, too. Next turn, we can hothouse. Plus solve. I imagine one or both of those are very large cards. So I fully expect my Whipcracker to die, but I'm going to block their first morph. I mean, I like seeing that. Could have been worse. Yeah, we can do this and the dramatic accusation. And I feel really good doing this on a Death Toucher, right? I mean, it's a perfect target. I don't think we're going to be using the board wipe this game. But it'll be nice to have it in our hand just in case. Okay. I'll be a little careful. Alright, I think I'm gonna eat one of their creatures and deal 3 extra damage. I would have loved to have been able to target the Case of the Shattered Pact, but I just have to hope they can't flip that. And that this is a nice punished for not blocking type thing. Out cold next turn should be good, so as long as we don't like die this turn, I think we're good. Yeah, it's a big one. It's fine. Less fine. The life gain on that is brutal. Land off the top first. Land again. I could sack to draw that land and see what's underneath, but I don't think I need to. We have plenty of plays this turn. We can Case plus hold open out cold for their turn. And unless they draw something amazing, I think we still have them in 2. So let's do this. I've got an interesting decision here. I could go for lethal. They have 2 mana up though. Like, I'm gonna play it safe and just use the out cold instead of going for lethal, because there's no way they can win if we hold open out cold. So let's do that. And vindicated, they would have gained 2 and it wouldn't have been lethal. So that was the right choice to be a little bit more patient there. I mean, this should be game, yeah. It's lethal on board with the case giving trample. Unless they draw into something. And that's game. Okay. Niv. Should we cast the Niv and put Salt? Or just, you know, flip the Crocodile? It's lethal either way. Okay, sorry. Sorry, OP. I was thinking about how much fun I could have this turn. That wasn't nice. Oops. All right. 5-1. This is not the best hand I've ever seen. I think we can do better, though. I think this is better. Ditch the Fae Flight. I think I want to surveil. Make sure I'm drawing something good. That's perfect. That's a turn 2 whip cracker right there. Our fixing is good for Niv in our hand, so this could be a turn 5 Niv if we're super lucky. I'm not going to give them any information. It's clear they have a removal spell like Shock, so I'm going to attack in with my Whip Cracker. Make them remove that. Even though I'm not playing anything else to the board. You know, this decision makes it a lot harder for them. Am I holding open a trick? More likely to get him for 3 damage by holding open mana here. And now I'm okay with just tapping down. And if they want to kill it now after they've already taken 3, that's fine. It's fine. It's a good draw too. It makes our scene of the crime worse, but I'm gonna offer a trade. Good. Oh, with the board wipe, the Gatekeeper's so awkward. I would love if they just played a bunch of creatures here. Okay. That card does nothing for us right now. It's kind of a bad draw. I'll attack in. I don't even have the mana for the Deadly Cover-Up, so I don't have the mana to pay for the ward for the Accusation either. I think I am going to have to run out the Gatekeeper. I'm going to do it face down though, but did not want to have to play this card. I think I do. I think I do have to play it. But that's not ideal. I could have just played the case, right? And not add to the board physically. Yeah, okay. But I think there was a risk of taking too much damage if I didn't put out a blocker. Okay. All right. I think our elephant needs to take out the performer. Can't attack with both though. See what they block. Oh, that's good. That's good for us. I'm really surprised they're blocking like this. There's only like 2 cards on the set they could flip up, like another performer or the big black menace 6/2. I'm hoping it's not that, but they would never trade off like this in this situation. So I think this is just a bad block, and we're going to get them really good with Gatekeeper, getting rid of their performer, and clearly, you know, they built their whole deck around performer, so I got to get rid of it. I guess they're... I don't know what they're deciding. Maybe they're stuck. Maybe they can't. Yeah, they were too expensive to flip. They're having to do it this way. That's interesting. Okay. I mean, 4 damage is more than I was hoping for, but it's pretty good. With another shady informant. Alright. Well, good choices. Yeah. It's a lot of damage. It's fine. I guess dramatic accusation is the thing that buys me the least amount of time. Good. Yeah, no need to get greedy here. I think this is an easy board wipe. Come on. That's good. That's Niv. Let's slam Niv. Hope they don't have removal. This is tighter than I would like it to be. Oh, I love that. Okay, so they don't have removal in their hand. That's definitely desperation. Come on, hold. I've got him on a 2-turn air clock here. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. I can out-cold it. So, unfortunately, we have to out-cold instead of solve our case. We'll do that during their turn, though. I think, yeah. Alright, let's go for it. Yep, I have to do this. That's unfortunate. I don't have enough mana for Faith Flight, so even if we draw it here, I can't protect it. That's a good draw, though. Okay. Let's extract. And then get the house online. I mean, I would love to be able to hold open Reasonable Doubt, but solving the case is how we're going to win the game. Nice. Okay, okay. That's a good draw. I'm going to draw that so I can discard it. Perfect. Play land off top. We can do both. this plus hold open Reasonable Doubt. And Glint Weaver next turn to save the day. And gain us some life back so I'm not so on edge. But we're definitely presenting lethal on the board. Let's hope it holds. I imagine they have some sort of removal in their hand still. Or something. That's fine. There's nothing I can do about that. It's fine as well. There's nothing I can do about that. We no longer have lethal on the board. They're looking at my case like, this case is killing me. Yes, it is. I got it really late in the draft. It was pretty spectacular. Snoop is fine. I can go face down with it, I think. Land's good. That'll be good next turn. I'm gonna do case plus hold open Reasonable Doubt, I think. Just to get this on the board. If we don't Reasonable Doubt, we can always flip our Snoop. What's the play, OP? Got him. Oh, that's Gabe. What a blowout. Oh, man. I mean, it wouldn't have been lethal. I would have gone to 1. No, it would have been lethal. It would have. Okay, well. Glint Weaver is lethal here, so I'm not going to toy with them. It's absolutely insane. What a game. Reasonable Doubt. Late game. Countering. Fantastic. Alright. We're 6-1 with the Niv deck. I'm glad we pivoted to Niv. It's much more fun than just blue-white detectives, so 6-1 is a good place to be. Let's try and bring it home. It's a little awkward, but it's keepable. The Crocodile is the only thing that makes this reasonable. We have all our colors except for blue, and we have more blue in the deck, I think, than any other color, so we should be just fine here. Worst case scenario, yeah. Worst case scenario, we keep drawing blue spells and just only play our Crocodile and cry. Looks like we're getting very close to playing just the Crocodile and crying. I guess if I play the Mountain, the Theater next turn doesn't give away that I'm playing all 5 colors. I'm going to trade, I think. They're stuck on lands. So, I don't want to take 2 for the rest of the game. It's good. It's really good. It's a play this turn. Perfect. Okay. We did it. We did it. We have all our colors, and we can flip our Snoop next turn even if we want to do something for value while we wait. Our opponent's stuck, so I think what I'm going to do is move to combat, hit for 2. Not on my watch? I can't play that though. Yeah. I am gonna flip. Pick a card. It's gotta be Gatekeeper. Play out Maze Surveil. That can stay. Against white, it's pretty good. I mean, I wish it was a Niv, but it can stay. It's fine. We have so many good plays. Okay. I guess this could be a setup turn. The 5/5 is very tempting though. But I guess I'd rather double spell this turn. I mean, Gatekeeper's pretty great. So is Inspector. I'm going to lead on the Gatekeeper. I know it's not using my blue mana. And you should use your blue mana in a situation like that. But there's no rush here. My hand's pretty amazing. And Gatekeeper can flip my Vengeful Creeper next turn. Eat their fish. I mean, so many things I can do next turn. They're so good. I'm going to block like this. They have a trick. Good on them. Clearly they do. They're just wondering if a Snoop is worth it. Or whether they'd rather just bounce. They're going for it. That's fine. I think I would have bounced, but... yeah, if they're sacking the Herring... I mean, that kind of ruins my play, but it's not bad for us. I'm going to lead on Projector Inspector, see what I draw. Okay, I'll get rid of Escape Tunnel. This seems pretty good. Gatekeeper can get rid of all sorts of things. Course to Kill can get rid of things. Creeper can get rid of things. That's something to get rid of. I'm going to course that. 100%. Absolutely insane target to steal. Okay. I mean, they're dead in a million ways here. Even if they destroy our coerced, we can do some shenanigans. Like give flying to the creeper. think I would just win, right? We can always Fey Flight. Oh, nope, never mind. Hold on. So, they're tapped out. Do I need a Fey Flight pre-combat? No, that doesn't work. Oh, I just removed the orangutan as a blocker with Agris Kuss and then flip my creeper for lethal, right? We don't need this. I don't think I would win if I did that. Okay, so yeah, let's just go for lethal. Oh, I guess I could win that way too by putting the Fey Flight on the Agris Kuss. There were a lot of ways to win this game. GG. Alright, that is a trophy for Niv. Double Niv, Deadly Cover-Up deck. Nice control 5 color. Really liked this deck. Yeah, it was fun. Anyway, I will show you the deck one more time, but thanks for joining me. Sorry my voice is a little bit rough. Still recovering from being very sick. So, good deck though. Fun build. 18 lander. Hothouse was just super fun. All of it was fun. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.